This is RTX 5090 from MSI. This is the fastest GPU right now on the planet, and it is also the biggest GPU on the planet. The PCB itself is very tiny, everything else is just massive fun. This is my personal RTX 4070 Super next to RTX 5090, and as you can see, this card is just gigantic. And I thought that my RTX 4070 Super is big, but this card is on another complete level. Check this out. This is crazy. And this is my iPhone 15 Pro Max as a reference so you could understand how big is RTX 5090. And check this out, I have quite big case and I cannot close this case without bending the cable and probably damaging, and I don't really want to do this. So be careful and buy a really big case for this card. Remember, this card is super expensive and you don't want to damage it. And I will be using Intel i7-14700KF, which is 20 cores, 28 threads, quite a lot, 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR5. And of course, look at this beauty, RTX 5090, 31.5 gigabytes of VRAM. And of course, I'll be using 1000 watts power supply. Make sure you have at least 1000 if you're planning to try or buy RTX 5090. Cyberpunk 4K resolution, ultra settings, path tracing is on, no DLSS, no frame generation. Basically just a raw performance. And right now we are at 35 FPS. Our frame time could be better. And we are using 580 watts, 85, almost 600. That's nuts. Oh my god. And look at that VRAM. 16 gigabytes. Surprisingly, we're utilizing only 12 gigabytes of RAM, but VRAM is kinda ridiculous, and I believe if you have 4080 or 5080, you won't have enough of VRAM to run full ray tracing in this game. Luckily, because of my CPU, we can utilize this card on 100%. CPU is just chilling, 21%, 16%. And I must admit, maybe our FPS is low, but it is quite playable. It's on the edge on playable and unplayable in my opinion. I was playing on Steam Deck for a while and I feel like this is like good FPS, but no, it's not good for PC performance, I know. But I'm very surprised we are not using DLSS right now, and I can totally control my character. Everything is super sharp and beautiful, and on this OLED screen is just ridiculous experience. 600 watts, oh my god, we just reached full microsecond. 600 watts of power usage. I'm still can't get over of this power consumption numbers. That's just ridiculous. And while driving car in more populated area, we still at 30 plus FPS. This is alright. It's not the best experience, but I'm surprised. Oh, we're getting 29, 30. But it is fine, so we can use DLSS, I believe. I wonder what FPS we'll have. Let's just use new transformer model DLSS quality, and that's it. Okay, it will take a second. And we at 69. Nice. 60 plus FPS experience. Wow. That's it. So this game is basically now playable. This card just humiliated my RTX 4070 Super. On RTX 4070 Super I cannot get 60 plus FPS at DLSS quality, of course, but I have to utilize DLSS performance and frame generation to get 70 plus FPS, I think. And here is just DLSS quality, not frame gen, and you have ultra settings, full path tracing, 60 plus FPS already. And I think DLSS quality is quite acceptable on any card if you're playing, of course, at 4K or 1440p. It will completely remove jagged edges and will make picture just nicer. I just noticed that RTX 5090 is just at 96-94%. It's not utilized fully for some reason. I suspect i7-14700KF is bottlenecking RTX 5090 right now. I just can't believe 20 cores, 28 threads. This is very powerful processor and it is not enough for this card. Let's keep DLSS quality because of nice base 60 FPS and switch on 4x multi-frame generation. Wait. We went just double. That's like a normal frame generation. That's interesting. Is it on? Yep, it is on. And everything should be fine. Let's switch it off first. And let's switch it on again. I wonder, will this work now? Okay, oh, and it goes down. And we're again at double. Something is wrong with frame gen. Let me exit the game and start it over again. And 500, oh, 120. It is not working. I'm not sure why. I switched it off completely right now, so we're at 60 plus FPS, DLSS quality, ultra settings, as you can see. And let's just switch it on back. And 2x. 2x is working fine, yeah. It's here. Game is smooth as butter. 120 is plenty for this game, to be honest. This looks and feels just amazing. I would play this game definitely like this, no problem at all. In most of the games, I believe 120 FPS, that's plenty, unless you're playing competitive games like Counter-Strike or Marvel Rivals, but those games are much easier to run. I don't see any artifacts or glitches like I saw on videos of other YouTubers. It is absolutely fine. Okay, let's surf on this car. There's this cool trick, let me show you. Once you'll punch the roof, they'll just go crazy. Look, he starts driving, he's panicking, and it's just gonna do crazy stuff. And let me quickly switch to 4x frame gen, maybe it will work, who knows. And okay, 4x is on, everything is maxed out, DLSS quality, 4K settings. Yeah, it is not working, we're still at double, and yeah, let me try to switch it off. And switch it back on. Come on, work! Why are you not working? Why only double? Is this some sort of glitch? I reinstalled the drivers, restarted the PC, restarted the game. Didn't help. I guess no 3x or 4x frame gen in Cyberpunk for this video. And this is absolutely fine, only because we're still getting quite a lot of FPS. Now let's switch DLSS to performance, 4K resolution, everything is maxed out, path tracing is on, and frame gen is 4x, which is 2x right now. And we're at 145 FPS only, so we gain like 30 FPS. And I'm very surprised, this picture quality is just stunning still. It feels like DLSS quality is still on. And look at our GPU usage, 85%. We're not utilizing 100% of our GPU right now. This is why we gain only like 35 FPS. I would say maybe better to keep DLSS at quality or maybe no DLSS, but sadly we don't have anything in between quality and no DLSS. Luckily our VRAM usage only 14 GB, so if you have something like 5080, this is very good settings and it still looks good. Now let's try 1440p, everything is maxed out, no DLSS, no frame generation. And of course path tracing is on as well. And our FPS is at 60 plus. We are barely getting 60 FPS. Whoa, I'm stunned, and we're not utilizing 100% of GPU again. Look, we're at 94%, 93, 59 FPS. We went to 54 for microsecond. This is not the most busy scene in this game, and we are at 13 GB of VRAM as well. So basically if your card has only 12 GB of VRAM, like 5070, you are screwed. I was hoping to see at least 70 FPS because 1440p is much easier to run than 4K. And RTX 5090 right now is not using 10% of its power. So we could get 70 FPS, but we cannot. What a bummer. I wonder what will happen if we'll switch DLSS to quality at 1440p. No frame gen still. And let it load. 90, 88 FPS. And our GPU usage only 79, 77, 76%. That's it. We're going down. There is no point of buying this card if you're playing at 1440p. And as you saw in the beginning, even 4K is not enough to run this card at 100%. When you use DLSS quality in Cyberpunk, you have like 94, 95 FPS. This is absolutely unacceptable, only because when you're paying premium for RTX 5090, you want to have all 100%. And for some reason, my processor, which should be enough for this card, is not just enough. And now let's try Cyberpunk at 8K resolution, everything is maxed out, ray tracing is on, no DLSS, no frame generation. If we will see like 15 FPS, I will be very surprised, and it is frozen, not working at all. And now VRAM usage went to 31.6 gigabytes and it crashed. So we just out of VRAM, I guess. Let's try DLSS performance, only because we don't have enough VRAM, and let's see how much VRAM it will take at DLSS performance. 8K, everything is maxed out, no frame gen. And we're utilizing 19.5 gigabytes of VRAM already and 30 FPS. Okay, basically this is the same FPS like when you're using 4K at native. New DLSS makes picture just incredible, and at 8K at performance to see 30 FPS, everything is maxed out, no frame gen. This is unbelievable, to be honest. The image is so sharp, it's way sharper than at 4K native. Look at that, everything is just crisp. I would definitely play it like this. I mean, if it would have a little bit more FPS, let's say like 60. Let's do car surfing and see how much FPS we'll get during the driving. Still, come on. Yep. And we still at 32. 100% of usage of GPU, which is nice. 19.9 gigabytes of VRAM. We just reached 20 gigabytes of VRAM, which is quite a lot, to be honest. For some reason frame gen went crazy and I don't see 2x or 3x or 4x options anymore. Let's just switch on standard and it is not working. Maybe in the drivers or something, I'm not sure. Let's switch off completely ray tracing, DLSS and frame gen, 8K, ultra settings. Is it playable? And we're at 14 FPS, 23 gigabytes of VRAM, that's quite a lot, and it is not playable at all. No. You will still need DLSS to play at 8K even without ray tracing. Probably like 4090 can do kinda similar, but I'm not sure. We're almost at 24 gigs of VRAM, and I think 24 is the limit on 4090. Yeah, as you can see, basically a slideshow. I cannot control my car at all because of frame time at 64. That's a big latency. No, it's not playable at all. Let's switch DLSS to balanced. Maybe it will help to get us at least 40 plus FPS. 38, 39. It is somewhere playable. It's still super crisp. It looks just phenomenal. And oh, have you seen that? That's a police guy just crashed in my car on his bike. Oh no. Yeah, I could say it's kind of playable. I wish it would be like 50 plus FPS, to be honest. So 8K Cyberpunk, probably not a good idea on this card. I would stay at 4K. What about performance DLSS? And we at 55, 47. Frame time went to 21, 19 milliseconds. And this is more playable. I wish it could be like 60 FPS at performance DLSS. We still have one more option, DLSS Ultra Performance, and we are getting 80 plus FPS. Yes, but I can definitely tell that image now way worse than it was at 4K, so it's not a good idea. And you can see shimmer here and there. It is just not good experience in my opinion. You can definitely tell some jagged edges on the car. On the lights, you can see one light, it's just a little bit, there's line, and on the side, rails and everything basically just way worse, to be honest. So best options are 4K DLSS quality, you'll get 60 plus FPS, and then you can utilize 2x or 4x frame gen. Sadly in this game I couldn't check 4x frame gen. I wish I could, but it's just not working. But 2x still more than enough. You're getting 120 plus FPS at 4K maxed out DLSS quality. That's good. Let's go and find more imperfection in DLSS Ultra Performance. So this rail, no, you can kind of see a little bit here and there. It's not that much, to be honest. The image is not completely destroyed, as you can see. Maybe it's fine, I'm not sure. It feels like more than 2K and less than 4K, somewhere in between. It is still fine. It's still more than fine because 2K is very sharp. And this is way sharper. And maybe you can see on the fence slightly. And 3 is a little bit washed out. But overall, I can still say that this is very, very acceptable. So, if you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.